Hello and welcome to the Swiss Cricket Show. I'm your host Parit Bansal, and as always, we have with us our guest, the former captain of Swiss cricket team, Mr. Ansar Mahmood. Ansar, welcome to the show again.
Thank you very much, Bharat.
First of all, a big thank you to all our viewers and subscribers for giving us their feedback. And based on the comments that we received, we are trying to do this show this time in English, and I hope that you will like it. So, Ansar, what are we going to talk about this week?
We are going to talk about the playoff of Cricket Switzerland T10
Mhm.
final rounds.
Okay, so we have semi-final and final coming up this Sunday,
Yes.
and those of our viewers who are following us must know that we were talking about the T10 competition which is going on, and it has reached the business end of the tournament now. We have four teams that are in the playoffs, namely Nomads Cricket Club, Zurich Nomads Cricket Club, in fact, Power Winterthur Cricket Club, Olten Cricket Club, and our very own Geneva Cricket Club. Yay!
Yes.
So, Answer, the last 2 weeks we were making predictions as to which teams will come to play in the playoffs, and I think we were more or less correct, right?
Yeah, that's true because all four teams are favorite for all groups. They
Mhm.
come up to the playoff. Except we are a bit disappointed with the performance of Swiss have won.
Mhm.
But at the other side, there's quite some other performers like Winterthur play very nicely, and also Wittingen.
Wittingen, yeah.
Yeah, that two teams really come up very good.
First semi-final is at 10:30, I think, on Sunday,
Yes.
and it's in Winterthur, what's called Dudwig, the
Yeah,
place.
that's good.
Absolutely. So the first semi-final will be between Zurich Nomads, who will try to bring the jinx of last year's semi-final loss against Swiss Afghans, and they will take on Power Winterthur in this first match, and this will be followed by the defending champions, Olten Cricket Club, taking on Geneva CC, and that will be at 12, if I'm correct.
12:30. Yeah.
12:30, and this will be followed by the finals at 2:30 or 3 p.m.
And the final will be at around 5 because they have some other events in
Some other
between the
event is
finals. Yeah.
okay. And is there a match for the third position also, or
No, there's no match.
there is no match? So only
Yeah.
the two semi-finals and
And
the
then the
finals.
final, yeah.
This venue in Winterthur, what's so special about it?
I think it's a very special venue. If you see the dimension of the ground, is quite.
We have it in
Yeah.
front of us now. So
We have it. If you see the square of the both sides, is a one-side ground.
yeah.
Okay,
So
we
we
have
play only from one side of
one
this
side.
ground,
Yeah.
and the leg side is just 33 meters.
Yeah, 33 meters. Yes, quite small. Or even the also the offside is not very
Yeah,
strong. Yeah.
so I think the backward point, if you see that area, about 45 to 45 meters approximately. So I mean, I think for left-handers it's a heaven because the driving distance as well as slogging is smaller compared to if you look at the options right-handers have. I think the longest one is 90 meters.
It's a cow corner of
Cow
for the
corner.
right-handers.
Does it go all the way at the back, or
I think-
does it round off?
No, I don't think so. Because 90 meters is around 70, 75, something like that.
70, 75 meter. So everybody would try to take advantage of the smaller leg side.
Definitely, if you're bowling down the leg, so it's easier for the batsman to get the scores. Yeah.
So if you are a bowling captain, I mean, you will be. Geneva CC is playing, but what kind of lines the captains would be asking the bowlers to bowl? Definitely not anything
Definitely,
short.
yeah. The bowlers try to play straight as possible because the straights are a bit bigger
Yeah.
than the squares.
Yeah.
So this is the first approach, but at the end you have to be on tight line to minimize
Absolutely.
the score. Yeah.
So basically targeting the fifth and the fourth and the fifth stumps, and try making the batsman play straight and not across, and of course the batsman trying to play across
Yeah,
towards.
it's a teacher. You have to try every ball so in different shape. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the teams now. First match, no match versus Power. For the teams, what we have done is based on our know-how of the composition of different teams, we have come up with the 11, and we are pretty sure that that's the 11 that's going to play for different team unless there is some last-minute injuries or absentees. So for Nomads, sir, what do you think?
I think as we saw this year's all the game group games. So they were very settled opening pair like Fahim and Hassan, and follow up with
Azim.
Azim.
Yeah.
Then there is a bit maybe Ashwin or
Wakas. Yeah.
and after they have a
Shinwari
yeah,
as a power hitter.
is a power hitter, and
Yeah.
then they have bowlers like they have Maskin. He also a very good batsman.
But they are very top heavy, and I think they are the only team that have two left-hander in form and
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah.
But their middle order has not yet been tested as much. I mean, we have looked at the group matches. Not heavy scoring from the middle
I
order.
think Azim Bhai Maskin did well in one game when they get the chance. But mostly the Hassan Fahim did the job all the time. But
Yeah.
whenever they need something to do, they're always there. I think this is a good thing.
Yeah.
And after they have a bowling, they have four bowlers:
Yeah.
Arbab, Tanveer, and
Bala, the
spinner, and Anup also is very handy. And we'll see who's going to play, Anup or maybe some other has.
Okay. So I think that what Nomads may have to answer is if Power gets Hassan and Fahim early, then is it possible for Nomads to make like 100, with the rest of the team or not?
There's a possibility.
That's a big question for them.
Azim have a very good record in Power because he loves to play on square.
Right.
So I think this is a factor also. Sometimes you see some batsmen are comfortable in some grounds. So I think Azim is the batsman who is very comfortable in this ground. So he's very interesting. Azim is very interesting there. Yeah.
Yeah. There is, you talked about Ashwin and Anup, I think.
Yeah.
They are good batsmen, but do they have that strike rate to score with 200 or
Yeah,
200
I think
plus?
that's a problem. That's one factor maybe a bit damaging for Nomads because the top three batters they have a very good strike rate.
Yeah.
And four of the batsmen, Shinwari is a good factor also. He's quite a good power hitter.
Yeah, but it's more of a hit and miss.
Yeah, hit and miss. So Ashwin is a good player, but it's a T10 format is a bit different than
It's
other
a bit
format.
different, absolutely. And looking at Power, I think they also have quite a few questions. For example, if you look at in their bowling, they have Ali Nayyar and Fletcher, who probably will start.
Yeah. I think it's a very good contest between Ali Nayyar, Fletcher versus Fahim and Hassan.
Yeah.
I think their top are very good quality cricketers.
Two best batsmen and two
best bowlers.
Two best bowlers in Swiss cricket.
Yeah.
But again, the question is, does Power has the bowling to follow up after Ali and Fletcher? I mean, there is Osama, and what we have seen in the group games is, Ali and Fletcher starts very tight, and then, for example, Asad comes and he gets quick wickets, because people are trying to accelerate and he gets the wickets. But it cannot happen every time. I mean, it's good if it happens for Power, but it's a semi-final, and I'm not sure Nomads will fall for that trick.
I think they have Abdullah Rana also. Abdullah Rana and Osama also very experienced because they have the home ground.
Oh yes,
so
it's
home ground
Power,
advantage, so they know where to bowl.
Yeah.
And also there's a Sikandar Afzal. Afzal Sikandar is also a very decent bowler.
Yeah.
So let's see how they use their bowler. They're important, but early wicket in T10 is very important. If you can't get early wickets, so it's always in trouble.
They are always in trouble. So, what do you think would be a defending total?
Minimum
for the
100.
First match.
Yeah, minimum 100. Yeah.
100, do you think is at par score?
Yeah,
because I mean, there's a small leg side boundary.
Actually, there's another factor because the ball is maybe quite wet at the start. So mostly when the ball is wet, so there is always a chance for bad balls. Yeah.
But then wet ball also reduces the effect on the spinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also something the captains will have to think about. But what we are going to do is look at the second match. All right, talking about the next match, the next semi-final, Geneva CC versus Olten CC. So we have the captain of Geneva CC here. Any secret strategies, Ansar?
Oh, there's no secret.
There's no secret.
Do your best.
Do your best. But I mean, we have seen, like, I think Olten is the team that prides on its bowling,
Yeah.
and probably the only team with one of the best bowling attacks. And I think they would be looking to win the matches on their bowling, not on the bat. I mean, they can win with the batting also, but mainly with the bowling.
Quite decent bowling, yeah.
I mean, they have Malyar, who's a very good all-rounder, Gauri and Ali Usman, who have bowled really tight lines and very good economies. And then that's followed up by Jamal, leg spinner. But then we need to see how effective the spinner would be given a small leg side. Yeah, exactly, leg side boundary. But yes, I mean, any holes in their batting that you see?
No, if you see the formation of like T10, they have very good openers as well also, like Jesu and Malayar maybe going to open. And then follow up with Morali. He's a very decent batsman, and he has a good experience because he couple of years he played for Winterthur as well also. So he knows the dimension of the ground.
Right. And then Shahid is there.
Shahid is very good on the squares. Ratnaraju is a good leg stump player as well also.
Right.
So and Rehan is a left-hander.
Right.
They have a left-hander also in the team.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at their 11, and it looks like 4 Stanik Zeiss.
Yeah.
Are they related by somehow? I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a try by something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at their group matches, they haven't really scored very heavy. Maybe because they think they can defend easily.
Yeah, maybe there's a ground factor also because that ground is a bit low, so maybe
their home ground.
The home ground.
Right.
So sometimes it's happened, but you cannot. They have a good past record, so we always.
Yeah, 2-time champions. They are. So I think the only way to stop them is to take quick wickets at the top. And I mean, what do you think about Geneva CC? I mean, what do you have?
I think Geneva. I think we are one of the team who score a lot in group stages. Like if we see our openers, Ali and Ali Shah, he made also a century in format, and Adris also. They both score very heavily. They score around 460 runs in just 5 games. Yeah. So I think it's quite heavy.
Yeah.
And follow up with Masood, he did also very good.
Yeah.
So then we have a bit experience in the batting lineup, like myself and Roshan.
Yeah.
And then power hitters are coming like Zahid, Jamil.
Afif.
It's quite decent, Afif.
So I think we bat quite deep.
Yeah.
And in quite some matches, everybody has batted in one way or the other to be among the runs. And on the bowling side, we have, as always, Afif is there, Jamil is there, who is, to be looked in this tournament. And about this T10 tournament, I think the timing of the innings, the captains would have to be really careful about this, right?
It's all about the day how the umpires deal with the team, because as I saw all the group matches, it took mostly teams took a lot of time, especially I don't want to mention the name because it's already passed away.
Yeah.
So, but this couple of teams take more than 1 hour or something like that.
It's about 45 to 50 minutes per innings.
Normally it's 40 minutes because
40 minutes per innings. Okay, that's okay. So I think it's going to be an exciting day of cricket.
Definitely.
We don't know. I mean, who will be the finalist? But both the semi-finals are going to be very tight, and I hope the best team wins.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So please do come to watch the playoffs for the T10 competition. I will try to do some live videos from there for our viewers. So signing off from the Swiss Cricket Show.